everyday English podcast. Speak English fluently.
Have you ever pretended to understand English, even when you had absolutely no idea what the other person just said?
Oh, I think every English learner has done that at least once.
I definitely have. A few days ago, I walked into a cafe feeling confident. I'd practiced English for almost an hour that morning. I was thinking, today is my day. I smiled at the barista. She smiled back. Then she asked, "So, what can I get started for you today?" I understood the word coffee. I understood the word today. Everything in the middle completely disappeared.
What did you do?
I smiled, nodded my head, and said, "Yes."
You said yes?
I didn't even know what I was saying yes to. A few minutes later, she brought me the biggest iced coffee I'd ever seen, with whipped cream, caramel sauce, chocolate syrup, and I had only wanted a small black coffee.
Well, at least you got a dessert and a drink at the same time.
The worst part wasn't the coffee. The worst part was knowing I actually understood enough English. I just didn't know how to keep the conversation going.
If that story sounds familiar, this episode is exactly what you need. Because today, you're going to learn something that most English textbooks never teach.
Tiny English phrases. They're only 2 or 3 words long, but native speakers use them every single day. These little phrases help you think, stay relaxed, and sound confident.
Before we begin, tell us something. Which country are you watching from? Write it in the comments. We love seeing our English family from all over the world.
And if you're serious about becoming fluent, don't forget to subscribe. More than 50% of the people who enjoy our lessons still haven't subscribed. If our conversations help you understand and speak English more confidently, join our growing community because every week we learn together.
Okay, imagine this. You're talking to someone in English. Suddenly, they ask you a question you weren't expecting. What happens?
Most learners do one of 3 things. They stay completely silent, they panic, or they start saying, for 10 seconds.
Here's the secret. Native speakers don't always answer immediately either. The difference is, they know how to buy time naturally.
Exactly. Instead of freezing, they use simple expressions. The first one is one you'll hear everywhere. Let me think.
Let me think. Excellent.
Notice something important. You haven't answered the question yet, but you're still speaking English, and that's exactly what keeps the conversation alive.
Here's another natural expression. That's a good question. Native speakers say this all the time, not because the question is amazing, but because they want 1 or 2 extra seconds to think.
Repeat after us. That's a good question. Excellent. Now, imagine I ask Maya, why are you learning English?
That's a good question. Let me think. Because I want to travel the world and speak confidently with people from different countries.
Did you notice? She didn't rush. She didn't panic. She gave herself time. And that's what confident speakers do.
Here's today's expression. My mind went blank. It means, for a moment, you couldn't think of anything to say.
Repeat after us. My mind went blank.
Let's hear a real conversation. Customer. Excuse me, what do you recommend?
That's a good question. Give me a second. I think the cappuccino is great.
See how natural that sounds?
And here's today's quick grammar tip. After how about, we always use the ing form. For example, how about trying the cappuccino? Not, how about to try the cappuccino? Repeat after us. How about trying the cappuccino? Excellent.
You're already speaking more naturally than you were 10 minutes ago. And in the next part, the conversation in the cafe becomes much more interesting because the barista asks Lucas 3 questions that almost every English learner struggles to answer. This time, you won't freeze. You'll know exactly what to say.
All right. I'm back at the cafe. This time, I'm feeling much more confident. The barista smiles and says, "Good morning. How's your day going?" A simple question. But many English learners don't know what to say.
That's because they're trying to give the perfect answer. But in English, simple is natural.
Exactly. If your day is going well, you can simply say, "It's going pretty well, thanks." Or, "So far, so good."
I love that expression. So far, so good. It means everything is going well until now. Repeat after us. So far, so good. Excellent.
Now, imagine your day isn't perfect. You don't have to pretend. You can say, "It's been a busy day," or "I've had a long day." Native speakers say these all the time.
Let's practice. Repeat after us. It's been a busy day. Very nice. I've had a long day. Perfect.
Now the barista asks another question. "Anything else for you today?" Last year, I probably would have just smiled. Today, I know exactly what to say. "No, that's all, thanks."
Such a simple sentence, but it's incredibly useful. Repeat after us. No, that's all, thanks. Great job.
Here's another expression you'll hear everywhere. "That'll be all." For example, "A medium coffee, please." "That'll be all."
Repeat after us. That'll be all. Excellent.
Now, here's something funny. Sometimes learners think they must answer every question with a complete sentence, but that's not how real conversations work.
Exactly. If someone asks, would you like a receipt? You don't need a long explanation. Simply say, yes, please, or no thanks. Short answers often sound more natural.
Let's try a quick conversation. I'll be the barista.
And I'll be the customer.
"Good morning. How's your day going?"
So far, so good. How about yours?
"Pretty good, thanks. What can I get for you?"
A medium cappuccino, please.
"Anything else?"
No, that's all, thanks.
Perfect. Did you hear that? The conversation sounded relaxed. Nobody was using difficult English.
That's one of the biggest secrets of fluency. Native speakers don't always use big words. They use simple words, confidently.
Here's today's vocabulary expression. Take your time. If someone says, "Take your time," they're telling you, don't rush. There's no hurry.
Repeat after us. Take your time. Wonderful.
Now, here's a common mistake. Listen carefully. Someone asks, "How long have you been learning English?" Should you answer, "I've been learning English since 3 years," or "I've been learning English for 3 years"?
The correct answer is for 3 years, because for is used with a period of time. For 3 years, for 2 months, for 1 week.
And we use since for a starting point. Since 2023. Since January. Since Monday. Repeat after us. I've been learning English for 3 years.
Excellent. One more useful expression before we continue. If you don't hear someone clearly, don't just smile and pretend. Instead, say, sorry, could you say that again?
That's one of the most powerful sentences you can learn. Repeat after us. Sorry, could you say that again? Perfect. Remember, asking someone to repeat something doesn't make your English weak. It makes the conversation stronger.
Exactly. Even native speakers ask people to repeat themselves.
Now, I thought my cafe conversation was finally going perfectly. I had answered every question. I was feeling proud. Then, the barista smiled and asked one final question. A question I had never heard before. I looked at her. She looked at me. And once again, my brain stopped working.
Don't worry. In the next part, we're going to learn that question together. And by the end of this episode, you'll know how to answer it naturally, confidently, and like a real English speaker.
So, there I was. Feeling proud of myself. I'd answered every question. I was thinking, I finally did it. Then, the barista smiled and asked, "Do you need anything else today?" And for 1 second, my mind went blank again.
Not because the question was difficult, but because it was unexpected.
Exactly. Sometimes we understand every single word, but we aren't ready for the question. That's why it's important to learn common conversation patterns, not just individual words.
The good news? The answer is incredibly simple. If you don't need anything else, you can say, "No, I'm all set, thanks."
I love that expression. I'm all set. It means I'm finished. I don't need anything more. Repeat after us. I'm all set, thanks. Excellent.
Here's another natural one. "No, I'm good, thanks." You'll hear native speakers say this everywhere. In cafes, in shops, at restaurants, even at a friend's house.
Repeat after us. I'm good, thanks. Perfect. Now, let's finish the cafe conversation together.
Do you need anything else today?
No, I'm all set, thanks.
Perfect. Your order will be ready in just a minute.
Thanks. Have a great day.
Notice something? Nothing Lucas said was difficult. Simple English, spoken confidently, is much more powerful than complicated English spoken with fear.
Here's today's expression. Piece of cake. Now, don't think about dessert. When something is a piece of cake, it means it's very easy. Repeat after us. That was a piece of cake. Excellent.
But remember, learning English isn't always a piece of cake, and that's perfectly normal. Every conversation teaches you something new.
Here's another expression you'll hear all the time. Give it a try. It simply means try it. Repeat after us. Give it a try. Fantastic.
Now let's practice everything we've learned today. Imagine you're ordering coffee. We'll pause after each sentence. You answer out loud. Ready? Good morning. How's your day going?
Great. Now, what would you like?
Anything else?
Do you need a receipt?
Have a wonderful day.
Excellent. See? You just completed an entire conversation in English, and you didn't need difficult grammar. You didn't need hundreds of advanced words. You simply needed the right phrases.
Before we finish, here's today's quick grammar tip. After need, we usually use to plus verb. For example, I need to study. We need to leave. Not, I need study. Repeat after us. I need to practice my English every day. Wonderful.
Now, let's quickly review today's new expressions. So far, so good. My mind went blank. Give me a second. That's a good question. I'm all set. I'm good, thanks. Take your time. Piece of cake. Give it a try.
If you can use even 3 of those expressions this week, your English will already sound much more natural.
Now we have a challenge for you. Imagine you're in your favorite cafe. The barista asks, "How's your day going?" Write your answer in English in the comments. We'll be reading them, and we can't wait to see your answers.
And if today's conversation helped you feel more confident, don't forget to subscribe. More than half of the people who watch our videos still haven't subscribed. If you're serious about improving your English through real conversations, you're in the right place.
Remember the story at the beginning? The day I walked out of the cafe without my coffee? Well, I went back the next morning. The same barista smiled at me and asked, "Good morning. What can I get for you today?" This time, I smiled back and answered confidently. A medium black coffee, please. For here. She smiled and said, Great choice. And you know what? The coffee tasted even better. Not because it was different, but because I finally had the confidence to order it in English.
That's what fluency really is. Not speaking perfect English, but having the confidence to keep the conversation going.
Thanks for spending your time with us today. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and remember, every small conversation brings you one step closer to fluency.
We'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.
Bye.